Today is November 29th, and we are doing a little deer drive on some public land here in mid-Michigan. We've got a group of 8 guys. Handful of them haven't shot a deer, or at least haven't shot a buck this year. So we're trying to see if we can get one of them a shot at something. Hoping to get in 7 or 8 drives today. It is super cold, mid-20s, and pretty windy with snow. Makes for good deer seeing conditions though, so hopefully with any luck we see some deer and maybe someone gets a crack at something. How did you shoot?
3.
See anything?
No, nothing. So a doe got by me, but so it came out on top of the ridge. I think I was too low to even see it. First try's finished up. Sounds like one got in between us, just barely. No deer so far. We're gonna game plan for our next drive, and we'll see.
They bumped up towards Wyatt. Wyatt couldn't get a shot. They bumped back towards me. And then by the time I saw them, they were hauling past me, jumped the river, ran across. Well, the river's like 3 inches deep, so that didn't hold them back at all. They ran across like it was an open field.
Well, we're 0 for 2, but 2 for 2 on having deer in range.
5 deer?
Yeah, we've seen 5, so
Just 2 does it.
at least we're seeing something. Sounds like someone just shot. Start working that way. They shot definitely in our group, thinking it was probably Steve. I want to go see what's up. Doe down. Sweet. Steve's got one down. We're gonna keep pushing through this stuff all the way up to him. There's still quite a bit of thick stuff between us, so maybe we'll still get a crack at another one.
Got one.
We just followed their tracks all the way through that.
Did you?
I will say I'm a little sad. After I got done shooting, I noticed this. It's the only time it's unplugged itself today. She was moving and then she stopped when I pulled the trigger. She dumped right there. She didn't move anymore, man.
That was a 16th deer.
The first deer I've seen.
The first deer you've seen.
All I need to see is one, apparently.
That's probably gonna wrap it up. This is a pretty, I mean, I feel like we were in them. It was a good drive, but just couldn't quite seal the deal. That's the problem with doing deer drives on new ground, is you really have no idea what they're gonna do. In hindsight, there's a lot of things we'd do differently on this drive to hopefully get a shot at one. But it was still a pretty fun day. Steve killed that doe, which was really cool, trying to fall over. And we definitely learned a lot about a new property, and we'll likely be back here. I know deer drives aren't for everybody, but it's if it's done safely, it can be a really effective way to get shots at deer, as well as just go out in the woods and have fun. So we appreciate everybody watching, and stay safe. Good luck.
Well, it's Friday, November 29th. Finally back out in the woods. It's a cold, snowy afternoon. It gets like 26, 27 degrees out. with off and on snow flurries sometimes getting pretty hard, so seems like ideal conditions for some deer movement tonight. Unfortunately, I was out of town for Thanksgiving this morning, and I was heading back to Michigan. Really nice buck walked by my camera back here at about 9:20. So kind of sucks seeing that, knowing that wasn't in the area to be able to hunt him, but hoping by some miracle maybe he comes back this evening, or I might try to fill a doe tag this weekend as well. So if a nice doe presents me with a shot opportunity, I might go ahead and take it. So I'll be hunting the rest of the weekend. Looks like it's gonna be cold, snow off and on, so hopefully that gets some of these decent bucks that are left up and on their feet. So we'll see how the evening plays out, but I'm hopeful of these conditions that we'll see something. Well, it's about 5:15. I had a doe feeding behind me forever in the field. Waited a while to see if a buck might come behind her, but it started getting dark, so I said, might as well take a shot now because I might regret it in a couple days. So I think I hit her decent. Saw some blood come out of her right after I shot, so my phone and camera, with how cold it is, are about to die battery-wise, so I'll film as much of the tracking job as I can, so keep you posted. Well, ended up being a pretty short track job. Got her hung up and tagged. Pretty nice doe, made a really good shot on her. Went up to find first blood, found it pretty quick with the snow, and then she was probably only about 50 yards from where I shot her, so super quick track job. Pretty good night. Didn't get much of the recovery, unfortunately. Haven't been home in a while, so my video camera only had about half charge, and that was draining pretty quick with the cold temperatures. And my phone didn't have much battery with traveling back to Michigan all day, so got a little bit of the recovery. Wish I could have got more, but be back out in the morning and we'll see how that goes. Well, it's December 1st, which means the regular firearm season here in Michigan's officially over. I hunted all day yesterday. Yesterday morning was super snowy and cold. Didn't see any deer. I think they were all hunkered down. And I tried a new spot last night in the hardwoods that was just full of deer tracks, which is why I wanted to sit in there. I ended up seeing about 20 deer, mostly all does and fawns. There's one little spike in the group that I saw, but it was a pretty fun night. And then tonight I'm back out with a bow. My last set of the weekend, hunting another new area, so not really sure what to expect, but it's cold and snowy still, so I guess anything can happen, so I guess we'll see. Well, this is going to wrap up this week's episode of 93 Days. Steve and I were finally able to get some meat in the freezer here in Michigan, so that was good. Looking ahead to this weekend, start a muzzleloader season, so as of now, myself, Alex, and Mike are all planning on hunting the whole weekend, so we're going to hit it pretty hard. Weather looks awesome, so hopefully we'll have some good action to bring to you guys. Thank you for following along this week, and we'll see you next Wednesday.